tonto.
Hey, what's good everybody? It's been a while. Today we have a Yeat typing tutorial. It's actually, I don't know how many times I have recorded this. I've been trying to record this for the past 2 hours and a half, and it's like, I just cannot focus, you know, and I had like a final video and everything shot, and then I look at it while editing, and it's like, I can hear myself and see myself frustrated, you know, and I was just like, I cannot put this up, I cannot upload this. So here I am recording again. Basically, I've been listening to Yeat ever since he dropped Sasa with like Kenken and Goonie, and I never gave it a try. I never made like a Yeat type beat, and today I was listening to Flawless by Yeat and Lil Uzi Vert, and I thought, why don't I give it a try? And I ended up here. So I assume you already heard the beat at the beginning of the video, so let's just jump into Full Studio, right? There's a few things I have to say. The first one is that this MIDI you're seeing right here was made by 406 Ahmad, and his social media is gonna be on the screen. Give him a follow. He's like super talented, underrated producer, and yeah, he made this melody pretty much. So yeah, check him out. The second one is that I'm trying to build a community on Discord where I can like keep in touch with you guys. Producers can share their work, get feedback, they can like collab and, you know, just meet new people. So if you're interested in joining, I would love that you take part in it. So the link will be down in the description. And the third thing is that all of the sounds I'm going to be using come from my toolkit, which is a drum kit I made. It's over 3 gigabytes. It has over 100 808s, 100 claps. And yeah, you'll definitely find some interesting sounds in it. So if you want it, the link will be down in the description. Having said that, why don't we just jump into the melody, which is, I think, the thing that most people will be interested in. As I always say when I make beats, you need to separate everything as layers. You know, you need to think as a melody as like, what is something that has many layers? Like a burger, you know, like a burger, you know, like burger has like bread and like components. You need to think as like of a melody as something like that. That was a really stupid reference, but I think you get my point. You know, you need to separate everything. You need to think, oh, this is a pad, this is another pad, this is a key, this is a lead, a bass. Because if you think as a melody as like a soul thing, it will be really hard to unpack and then recreate. Because my idea with these videos is not for you guys to like copy the beat I made. It's for you guys to like learn something and say, okay, so he made like a Yeat type beat using these tools and using these techniques. Maybe I can like implementing this knowledge, make something of my own. So you need to separate everything. You know, you need to like take every component as their own. So I began the beat with this pad. Most of the sounds I'm gonna be using are from MG Nichols Serum Bank. It's the Equinox pad. No, Equinox Bank. Yeah. And I'm using the preset Keys Emotion, and it sounds like this. This already sounds a little bit like Yeat, but you know, it's not it yet. So then I went into Purity and I grabbed this lead right here. It's the Winter Lead preset. I went into 3D Love Filter, added the preset Basic Gate 2 and some EQ to take the muddy frequencies out, and it sounds like this. I added this lead on the second part of the melody right here, and it only plays on specific parts of the track. It plays only here and only here on the sounds where you can see notes played. It's not meant to be very prominent, it's just meant to add a little like touch to the melody. and that's basically it. Then we have this second pad, or it's not a pad really, it's more like a layer, like a really compressed layer. I used the pad Ghost by MJ Nichols again, and then I added halftime, kickstart. If you don't have kickstart, you can use gross beat for this. You can do gross beat, and then you can just use one of the gates, you know, and then like automate the attack and release like this, and you'll get pretty much the same sound. Wait, I have to delete it. We have kickstart, then we have EQ2, taking the bass and like all the unwanted frequencies. As I always say in my videos, every sound has their own like frequency range, you know? Sorry. The 808s will be working around this frequency, the basses, then you have like the clap around here, the hi-hat around here, and you want to give each sound like its space, because if not, you won't be able to distinguish anything. It will just be like a messy mesh of sounds, if that's the right word, mesh. It will be just like a messy thing. So you want to give each sound its own space. So for example, you don't want your melody to be playing here, because then like the 808 and the melody will compete for that space, and you want only the 808 to be playing in that range. So I should take out those frequencies because I don't want them taking space from my 808. Then we have OTT, which is a compressor. I'm gonna be fully honest, I have no clue how this works. I just tweak presets until it sounds like I like it, and yeah, basically this is the preset I have. The time is up, death, and this is like medium band, high band, and low band. And this is how it sounds. It's the same melody as the first patch. It's just like a little compressed sound, you know? By itself it sounds bad, but with the first melody it sounds like this. And this sounds already a little bit more Yeat. I never know how to pronounce the word beat. It's like bit, beat. I don't know. You guys understand what I said. Then I moved into the bass. I have this bass, which is the preset Chipper by MG Nichols. And basically, this is important. I took the bass frequencies out. Why? This is how the bass would sound without EQ. It copies the root notes of the melody. As I always say, copy the root notes of your melody if you want your 808s to be coherent and cohesive with your melody. If you don't copy the root notes of your melody, your 808 will just sound out of key. You know, it's a good practice to do this. Don't have 808 like out of key 808s, because it just kills the whole vibe of your track. Really, just keep an eye on that. This is how it would sound without an EQ. Let's get like a wave candy or something to see it. This is a spectrum, this is dB range, scale, and yeah. Basically, you see all the, let me froze it. How can I freeze this? Basically, you see those like bends over here. That's like the most sub bass part of the bass. All of these is like the higher part of the bass and the mid part of the bass, and this is the like sub part. So basically, my 808 will be mostly playing around this area right here that I'm pointing at, this area. And you know, something you'll hear in many of Yeat's beats is that you have like a serum bass, like the one you just heard, playing under an 808. So you have this bass and then an 808. So what you do is you come into an EQ and then you take all of those sub frequencies out so that you can have an 808 and the bass playing. How, you may ask? Like this. 1 second. It will play like this. So now, if you look at the bass spectrum, it would look like this. There's no more bass frequencies being played, you know? It's only the I messed it up, sorry. It's only the 1 second. It's only the mid and high frequencies playing, so then you can play an 808 and a bass, which is something that many of Yeat's producers do. So once I did that, I went into Serum again and I grabbed this bell, which is really just like a little tingling sound that you can really tell it's there, but it's playing. If I, yeah, I have to turn the mixer channel on, obviously. It's a little something that's there. You can really tell it's there, but it adds like a little layer. And it sounds cool, I think. And then one of the last sounds is this lead right here, which I got inspired in Thayer period to make it. I know Thayer makes a lot of pads, like not pads, melodies like this. Yeah, shout out to Thayer, you're the goat, bro. So basically, I first went into Portal. You want to add to these leads like a bunch of Portal and like creative effects to make your sound a little bit more like glitchy and maybe wet, like with some reverb. So I went into Portal and then I just added a few portals, like layers of Portal, like this. You can stop the video and copy it. I added some delay, turned the mix really down, some EQ to take the muddy frequencies out. Then this portal, I think this portal added like some like low frequencies that I didn't want, so then I took them out again with an EQ. And then you see this free love filter here with the self-oscillating low pass. Basically, on this part of the beat, there's this other lead playing. And I didn't want this lead to clash with this other lead. So basically what I did was adding a low filter so I could still play this lead, but it wouldn't be so prominent that it would take away the space from this lead. Just like a practical thing, so I can keep both sounds playing and both of them not clashing with each other. Yeah, basically I just automated the filter. You right click, create automation clip, and then you have this little thing right here where you can like add like points and stuff. And then, yeah, we have like the infamous Yeat bell. This bell is from Purity, actually. It's in the bell and perk section, digitubular, and I just follow the root notes of the melody. And then I changed this note for like a B instead of like, I think, yeah, this is a G. Just like add some variety. And then we have finally this lead, which I got from Purity. If you have made plug and beat ever before, you definitely know the sound. It's the simple square from Lead Synth, and I went into Love Filter and I added the basic gate 2 preset, and I did the EQ right here. I'm gonna like zoom in when I'm editing so you can see it better, and it sounds like this. For the first like 9 bars, it like basically plays the same sound, and then here it goes 1 octave up. This part goes 1 octave up, and then I just add like some extra notes. And that's it for the melody, pretty much. It sounds like this. If I played the melody alone, it would sound like this. Sorry for the CPU. Yeah, I'm gonna like... Sorry for the CPU crackling. I don't know what's been going on with my computer, but it's going so slow lately. But yeah, that's how the melody would sound by itself. Then we have the drums, which are the simplest part ever. We have a clap layer with another like sound effect. this hi-hat, which many Yeats producers use. So let me explain this pattern. I'm gonna decompose it the following way. Keep this part into account. Basically, the 808 changes a little bit, but it basically this like it's a 2-bar loop, you know. The only thing that changes is like the 808, like the notes the 808 is playing, but it's pretty much the same. Nothing changes. So on the first half, we have this. On the first half, we have this clap that plays 1, 2. So on the second clap, you stop playing the hi-hat and then you start again at the beginning of 1, because let me show it. It would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you play 1, 2 until this clap, then you stop playing the hi-hat and then you start on 1 again. So it will be 1, 2, 1, first clap. Let's say it. Yeah. 1, 2, stop. 1, 2, stop. So you stop here, and once the loop starts again, you stop, like you start playing the hi-hat again. The sub, you already heard it. It's a sub, and it follows the root notes of the melody. And since you're not working with like a very complex beat, it sounds complex, but there's not much to it. You don't want it to be repetitive, so you basically change the 808. I changed the 808 here to this other sound. It's the same pattern, just a different sound. And on the transition here, we have the sound effect is a hi-hat roll. And then we have this other hi-hat roll, which is the same sound effect, but just like very stretched out. This one is not very noticeable, it's like on the background, but if you pay attention, you can hear it. So that is it. There's, as I said, there's not much to this beat, but yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope to see you in the next video. I'm working on a Lucky, more like 2017, 2018 Lucky type beat. So yeah, expect that coming probably at the end of this week. So having said that, I hope to see you in the next one, and have a good day, night, midday, afternoon. I don't know where you're watching this right now from, but yeah, just have a good day. That's what I meant to say. Bye bye.